They're like an Irish accent or
Yeah,
Scottish.
Irish.
Yeah.
I'm not good at the white accents, and I
You're
think
not
I need
good
to
at-
learn. I think
Let's hear
that's where
some
my
of your
relationship.
Yeah,
not
let's do more
white
African accents. Here's a Spanish one.
Let's hear it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my! You'll need help putting up the shingles.
What are you doing?
Those are all Mexican.
Ayuda,
It's
ayuda.
Spanish, Hispanic. I don't know what Puerto Rican is.
You had to do it. I knew. It's so fucking hack, dude.
This is my Jewish accent, ready?
Yeah.
I gave you a 20. There's no reason to be a rapist or a pedophile. Like, chicks are just sluts now.
Oh my god.
You can just go out and,
No,
you can just go out and bag a slut, dude. Like, you don't have to you don't have to
so
work
funny.
for shit anymore. Like, women are sluts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
just, you know,
do you know what's fucked
Don't
up?
fuck kids, fuck sluts.
You know what I've
That's-
heard?
that's
Hunter
so
has
beautiful.
recently gone through a breakup.
Yeah.
So
Buddy,
beautiful.
who hurt you?
Dude, you are.
They tell you, like, I don't want you to change. Which, by the way, girls always want you to change. They just want you to they want it to be your idea. That's the thing. But they always want you to change.
He'd be a great weekend dad.
I'd be oh my God.
Like
Yeah,
a
he'd
Disney
kill it.
dad.
No,
You
I
take
think
them
he'd be a
to-
great
Yeah.
weekend
Is your
dad.
mom having guys over again? That fucking bitch. Should never give me that cigarette when I first met her.
Alright.
Feminist guys are 1,000%. There's not a true guy that's out there that's like, you know what'd be great?
100.
If fucking women, like, you don't mean, like, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. Obviously, yeah, women deserve whatever.
I
Like,
love that
but I'm
delivery.
just saying, like, no guy is genuinely out there because they say it. They want pussy. Like,
Yeah.
that, if a
Yeah.
gay guy says it, he wants pussy. Like, that's just what it is.
Oh my god, this
It's
is
like that's all you
pain
care
in the
about.
ass.
Yeah,
This is
now
a pain
you're
in the ass.
now that's your whole identity is your political view. And if that's your whole identity, you suck. You're worse than a slut that wants cigarettes. All right.
Hey, Harrison, you need to be direct with him
Yeah,
because
I will.
obviously, no, you're not.
Okay.
I already know you're not.
I'm not
that
like
sweater.
I'm
You're
not
not
fucking
dressing
him.
Okay, that's fair, but you need to say to him then, in that case, I don't feel like hanging out with you because you're kind of a dick and you've done these things that were dickish, and now I'm upset with you.
My dad gave me this great expression. He's like, never carry another man's water.
Interesting.
And that's going to stick with me for a while, I think.
Did he tell you that advice after your
After
friendship?
all this. Yeah.
Okay, you're like a little,
So it wasn't as
late,
helpful.
Dad.
Your dad
Thanks.
was like, "Oh, did you carry his water? Don't do that, Harrison.
Don't do that. You're going to have to charge him rent.
Harrison, charge him for the water. Harrison, I'm telling you this. I don't know why your dad's Jerry's like."
You can get so much more pussy as a guy that smokes cigarettes.
Dude,
Exactly.
I'm not even
I
lying.
Have you practiced
100%.
this?
Yes.
This is a good tip. This is a good tip.
Yes.
You might want to record this.
If
Hold
you're
on.
just if you've
If you don't
given up
smoke
on
cigarettes-
everything else.
If you don't smoke cigarettes, buy a pack of cigarettes. When you go downtown or go to a bar or whatever, 9 times out of 10, some drunk slut is going to come up to you and be like,
how
"Do you
about
guys
lady?"
have a lady, sorry, a slut lady is going to come up to you and be like, "Do you guys have a cigarette?" You go, "You know what?
It's
I
my
do.
cock. No.
It's, yeah, it's a slim.
So
there you
skinny.
go.
It's-
So here's the thing though. It's like if-
Ladies aren't sluts. That was a joke. My mom's a
so
lady.
if you want to have sex with a slut, you smoke.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
sluts
Yeah,
smoke.
yeah. All
Oh,
sluts
let's
smoke.
do
All
smoke.
sluts
Yeah,
smoke.
Well, I was gonna say because the last thing I would ever do is kiss
Men
a man
toke,
who
dude.
smokes.
Yeah, because men are sluts. Like,
Men toke.
This episode's called
Men are
sluts. All sluts smoke.
All sluts.
Yeah.
Be like, what are sluts? You know?
I will say this. I think a male slut is somebody that like wears like dangling earrings on a man.
Dude, I want to get
You
dangling
wanted
earrings
to
so
get a dairy
bad.
ear.
I think I did.
I want to. I would.
I
Oh
know.
my god, I would.
You
And
would
love
look
it.
so
and-
cool with a dangly earring
Right?
because of your curly mohawk.
Exactly. I would look like a super,
Gay
almost
guy.
gay George Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a drummer in
just-
Foreigner.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, 100%, dude.
You're in foreign.
I love Foreigner too. This would be sick. I might be in
So
you too.
good.
I want to get one like either a dangly cross
Dude,
or like a little.
you
like a
should
feather.
pretend to have an accent
should-
now that you're single. You should-
What should I do? Like an African one? Or like what? Just
you look so beautiful tonight.
Oh my
How
gosh.
much are you?
You are like a goddess.
So we were talking about
I'm a white
earlier
Wakandan.
when it comes to accents, there are only certain phrases or words that I can say in certain accents.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like I can do a pretty good Irish accent. Shillelagh Blarney Stone, top of the morning to ya. You know?
I like when people
but
say,
that's
"Baby
all I can
George."
say. Huh?
I like when people ask, what's that from that clip where that lady's like, "Where's my horse?" Or like
Where's
the-
my horse?
Yeah,
It's my
like,
hearse.
I guess she's like, "Yo, she took my horse."
I think that's more Irish.
Am I thinking? I'm sorry. I
What are
interrupted
you supposed to be right now?
They're like an Irish accent or
Yeah,
Scottish.
Irish.
I'm
Yeah.
not good at the white accents, and
You're
I think
not
I
good
need
at
to
the-
learn. I think
Let's
think
hear
that's
some
where my
of your
raising.
Yeah,
not
let's
white
do more
accents.
African accents. Here's a Spanish one.
Let's hear it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my! You'll need help putting up the shingles.
What are you doing?
Those are all Mexican.
Ayuda,
That's in
ayuda.
Spanish, Hispanic. I don't know what Puerto Rican is.
You're about to do it. I knew. It's so fucking hack, dude.
This is my Jewish accent. Ready? I gave you a 20.
Why won't these Palestinians stop complaining?
Why are these Palestinians tearing down my wall?
For the glory of
That's
Israel.
a great
Oh
story.
my god! Wait, are we already recording? Right?
Yeah,
We're always live.
We're recording.
I honestly don't know
If
why.
Hunter ever wanted to run for office or anything, I
I
want
don't
to
know
make
why I
sure
keep
he
getting
got
invited
that.
back onto stuff because I always come on here. I'm like, you guys want to see something super racist?
yeah.
Super racist.
But it's kind of like with your friend that you bring over and you make them eat stuff for money.
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
what.
You're
I'm that
like,
friend. They're like,
Will you eat this Tide Pod?
say the N word for $5. And I'm like, I need $5.
Okay.
It's 85 cents.
Yeah.
You know.
Present Hunter needs $5. Future
Apparently,
Hunter
you
can worry
did it
about
for what do we
repercussions.
have here? For a Stella.
Stella, I'll say the N word for a beer. It's fine.
That is.
I'll say
Oh
the
my
N-word
god,
for
that
a
is
beer.
definitely like the most white trash thing I've said or heard.
Well, I've worn the same
Participated
outfit
in.
like 3 times. I've been on these podcasts over here. Like, I'm always wearing this because I'm homeless. So like,
It
this
is still a cool guy look for you, though.
It is.
You know,
It is
it's
cool.
definitely like he could be working class. He could be an electrician.
I'm just like a
or
fucking cartoon
schizophrenic.
character. I wear the same fucking
But
thing every day.
I really appreciate that though, because I'd like to bring back the word hobo because I think it sounds jaunty and jolly, and you're like, ha ha,
Yeah,
you're a
and
cool
pink,
hobo.
and pink is a
I eat on a
feminine
train.
color.
It
This is
is.
perfect,
You could
yeah.
be such a good hobo. You could play the banjo. You could.
I'm
hop
very
trains.
aware of sick tits. That's why I wear pink.
The
so.
pink is a very feminine color, and I think that makes it more approachable for women.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then they see me and I'm like, ah. And then they're
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah, no,
And I
exactly.
offer them
Why
a
are you so-
cigarette, and then they're like, you know.
Yeah, oh, the cigarette, yeah.
Only if they're a slut.
The
Only they're
cigarette.
slut. I go,
The
you a
cig-
slut? Only sluts can have these. They go, I'm not a slut. I'm like, you bitch, get out of here.
I feel like if we had like a pedophile re-education class, we'd just say, guys, cigarettes, not candy.
There's sluts out there. Like chicks are sluts now. You can. There's no reason to be a rapist or a pedophile. Like chicks are just sluts now.
Oh my god.
You can just go out. And
No,
you can just go out and bag a slut, dude. Like you don't have to. you don't have to
so
work
funny.
for shit anymore. Like women are sluts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
just, you know,
do you know what's fucked
Don't
up?
fuck kids. Fuck sluts.
You know what I've
That's-
heard?
that's
Hunter
so
has recently
beautiful.
gone through a breakup.
Yeah.
So
Buddy,
beautiful.
who hurt you?
Dude, you are a
Jesus
modern Shakespeare.
Christ.
I'm a theologian.
I
I'm
would
fucking.
like-
I would
I'm
like
Plato
to
over
add,
here.
I
Listen,
would-
because you were all smiles at that party. You
Yeah,
know,
you
you're
were.
very.
Yeah, because I was
She-
drinking, but you know, and I was on shrooms. And I'm just
Oh
kidding.
hell yeah.
No, I wasn't on shrooms.
Did you do a set that night?
No, they didn't ask me to do a set.
They didn't ask you to do a
Yeah.
set?
No, I wasn't good enough for a house party.
They
to
asked
do
me to
comedy.
do a set, but I didn't have time.
They asked you to do a set. That's pretty sick. Oh.
Ever since like I wasn't invited.
No, I wasn't. I think I heard from this like secondhand.
Yeah, the party was at your parents' house. That's weird. I don't know why.
My mom was hosting.
Yeah, she's like, guess who's not gonna be here? Harrison.
Well, you two are great guys, and I want to get
The
this
podcast is over. Thanks
Casa
for-
the thinking started with.
Okay.
We're gonna explore what is friendship, or you know, when is it not a friendship? You know,
What isn't friendship?
Yeah, and
What is friendship?
I don't know if you were too raw to talk about this recently, but I heard you recently had a friendship end.
Yeah, I did.
Was it me?
No, what was it?
I like how
want it
you
to
guys are
end?
sitting on
I
opposite
thought that's
ends
what
of
was
the
gap,
couch.
you know?
Dude, this feels like couples therapy. I don't like it.
It is.
Yeah. It's more like an intervention, actually. We
like
brought
it's
you here.
Well,
Oh
warm
my
up
god,
to
this
it.
is
We'll
not
warm up
alcoholic.
to
What
it.
the fuck?
But Hunter, what is friendship to you?
Friendship is the treasure you met along the way.
Oh,
Trisha, you met what?
We know they say like the treasure was actually the friendship we met along the way.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
Friendship is somebody that you could be like, "Hey, don't tell my wife I went to the strip club last night," and he goes, "Don't tell my wife I went to the strip club."
and you were like, I was with you, dumbass. And he was
you're
like, we're still drunken at the strip club.
Exactly.
So compromised
So you tell the stripper,
positions
"Don't tell my wife
equals
I was here."
friendship. Is that what you're saying? Compromised positions equals
Yeah,
friendship?
lying to a loved one is a good friend trait. Good friends should be able to lie for you, and
Oh yeah, absolutely.
1000%. Like I would totally lie for Harrison. You know, he reads the Quran or whatever they do, the checkbook, whatever their
checkbook,
Bible is.
Yeah, the debit card.
Yeah.
Income statements.
Yeah.
They're WebEx spreadsheets. I don't know.
Oh my God. How many more do you have?
I don't have enough chest hair to be Jewish. So.
Have you ever had try to make friends with somebody and they didn't want to be your friend?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the
Give
time.
Dude,
Give an
we
example.
are
Yeah.
those guys. Like,
Yeah.
there's people that like.
I hate Harrison. Like, what are you talking
Like,
about?
No,
ain't no spots in the squad left, right? Like, full up.
I think we
We'll
can
call.
be an abrasive bunch. I don't think. I think we're both similar, and we don't waste our time with people that don't enjoy our first impression. Like they don't even find it endearing.
But I also
you know what
make
I mean?
wild first impressions. So
What?
I make
I think you
wild-
made great first impressions. You were our first guest on the podcast. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I make it like I don't put on like some fake shit. Like I'm like, this is what I am, and people are like, oh, that's fun, and then people are also like, I'm gonna call the police. So it's like,
well, not everybody appreciates authenticity.
Yeah.
We certainly appreciate your
I almost feel like
Oh.
Harrison would like to be as free as you are.
Yeah.
I think you would too.
Yeah, no,
Right.
I definitely look up to Hunter that way.
No,
But
I-
he uses his humor as escapism, which is terrifying.
Oh, 100%.
Which
dude.
is terrifying.
I hide my horrible intrusive thoughts behind comedy.
I know.
Like,
Dude, you
Yeah.
might be the Joker.
I might be the Joker. Like,
You
I
might be a twisted Joker.
Dude, I might
like
be the
the
Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
No, like the fucking
Heath
like,
Ledger, Brokeback
yeah.
Mountain.
Yeah, I might
Yeah.
kill someone and fuck a dude. Like it's crazy what I would do as a Joker. I'm like the Joker and the Riddler, but I don't know poetry. So it's like,
What if Harrison comes in here next time? Like, what if we get Harrison like a sick perm, and then he has a cool curly mohawk?
Like I do a
And
Hunter
he
impression.
starts
like,
he does a
offering
Harrison.
sluts. Yeah.
yeah, I could do
I would-
Harrison.
I
And
would
we'll get
enjoy
him
that.
a pink hoodie. And
Yeah, can we do that for an
If
episode?
I had Harrison's haircut, I look like Special Jack. Like I have to. Like,
Dude, I already do. Like I have helmet hair.
yeah. Well, my hair stays curly, so even if I like cut it that short, I would look
so
like
jealous,
a fucking.
dude.
I would look like a just a racing patch. on
You're
my
so
ball.
jealous.
Would you trade money for good hair? Like if you had all the money in the
Bitch, I
world.
have good hair. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm as a Jew I have all the money in the world.
You just want me to give you money? Like I don't.
eat money.
Would you give me
Oh,
$5,000?
What?
No, for straight hair. No, I mean when I was younger, I liked straight hair because my shit was always curly. Like it literally permed out curly.
Yeah.
Like my grandpa would take me to get a haircut, and he would tell the guy, make him look like a boy again. And you can see why I do
He
comedy
looks too
now.
much like
Yeah.
you know, like-
You can
Let
see
me-
why I'm super funny.
I think he's gonna be a queer.
Yeah.
Arturo,
Oh, yeah, he's like, "Get that
let me know if
bag
when you
out
get
of
a hair growth sponsor, I will freebase that shit.
Yeah.
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 Are you worried? You just gotta listen.
Yeah, I gotta.
Just
You
shave
keep
the
cutting
head.
your
You got
hair
the
short,
beard.
though.
bro.
You got
Oh
the
damn,
beard.
dude, motherfucker look like Vegeta. Like that.
Yeah. So that's I'm wearing too many hats at work too.
Can't wear hats. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
This
know,
is all
maybe you should
my ass
start-
hair.
You should. I don't know. I have only recently learned, as I have 5 brothers, that like going bald is a very, very real like concern
Yeah.
of theirs. I didn't know, you know, like it's such a thing that's so wrapped up in their identity. And
Yeah.
it's interesting.
And
to
I think,
me.
that's why humans were supposed to die at 35.
I can't wait.
Don't eat your
right?
vegetables, you know, we can live like the people like
Yeah,
the
we just drink
serfs.
whiskey. There's no
Exactly.
clean water.
Oh, dude, I've been doing nothing but drinking whiskey like this past week.
I know,
Just
dude.
Straight
You've been
whiskey.
living the George Washington diet, dude.
Dude, I am. I got wooden teeth. Like I'm fucking like. I can't tell a lie. Like I've
And
been doing
some
nothing but
VD.
fucking.
That breakup
yeah.
has hit you hard, my friend. You know.
I was already kind of a fuck up, so drinking whiskey all the time doesn't like hurt anymore.
That's a deflection. You didn't say no to that.
No,
Did
I mean,
you feel like
it's-
you were trying to be something you weren't with her?
Oh, okay. So we're doing this. Think of a joke.
This is what friendship is.
Yeah,
This is what
Listen, we
friendship
got
is.
some
Yeah, I hate
questions
this
to put
part of
him on the
I hate
spot
this
as
part of
well.
friendship. Don't be there for me like this. No, I mean, I definitely. I mean, yeah, I had to because my normal self is like this. Like, I want to do this and party and be successful, and I want to do this, this, and that, and this and that. And she's like super successful and like responsible. She's like, it's Monday night. I'm going to bed at 8:30, and I'm like, it's Monday night. It's 8:30. I should have a drink, or I should play PlayStation, or I got to go do comedy, or I got to do whatever. So I definitely had to like settle back on like the party side, which she was always like, I can tell you're like, I don't want you to change. Which, by the way, girls always want you to change. They just want you. They want it to be your idea. That's the thing. But they always want you to change. I'm always like, I'm not changing, not changing. She's like, I feel like I'm like changing you. I'm like, well, you're not really changing me. And if you were, it's for the better. Like you're telling me to be responsible, and I'm like, fuck that, dude. Like let's fucking So.
So you changed for the better, and then you guys
Yeah, because I still have.
She didn't like that you changed for the better?
No,
She's like, I like it when you're a piece of shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, I loved when you were nothing. No, she just like. What was I saying? I completely forgot.
You were crying.
Oh, right. Fuck. No, it wasn't that. It was just like there were still parts of me that were not that person because I knew I wasn't that person. So that like the bad hunter would come out and then
You slapped her around a couple of times.
Yeah, I pushed her down some stairs. Just beat the absolute fuck out of her.
Oh my God.
Called her fat constantly.
Can I tell you the time I hit my girlfriend?
This would be a good. Yeah, go ahead.
I
And tell
would
us
love
that.
to hear this.
Okay, so there's this game called Throw Burrito Throw.
Oh,
Throw breed or throw?
No, Throw Burrito.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard of this?
No.
You've heard of it, Arturo? Okay.
Yeah, my
So-
brother
played
loves
it.
board games.
Yeah, it's like a
Solid
board
game.
game.
I've never
It's like
played it,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, war, and then people like
Yeah, it's war
Yeah.
with fucking burritos.
burritos. Yeah,
Burrito,
basically like they run around the house or whatever. And
Solid
then,
family
like,
game.
It's like tag, but
Okay.
like with a styrofoam burrito.
Yeah.
That sounds so fun.
And
racist tag.
and like she missed, and then I come right behind the corner and whap, and her glasses fell off, and I felt bad.
Oh.
And then the only thing I could say was I won.
That's when you got to be like, you look hotter without your glasses.
Yeah, something like that. And she's
And then
like,
she's like, that's
and
going to
then-
cause you need to
and
quit
then-
your
and then
job.
May I remind you, we're also playing this with her parents in the room.
Well,
Yeah.
you
Look at
won.
them. That's
So
your
this
next
is,
bitch.
this
Did they
is
look-
incriminating element.
No.
evidence.
That some real parents would have been like, "We got a new winner in the
Yeah,
family."
yeah.
You
like
know what? We only hire winners. We only let winners in the
do it.
fam.
I didn't do it out of aggression. I did it out of competition.
Exactly.
Just want to say.
Which is incredibly American. Incredibly American of you.
I treat it like competition, like those punching bag machines at like Dave and Buster's.
Oh my!
And at the end, it's a shiksa, right? So it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, but no,
they're
I
for
think
breakfast.
this is very corny and it's maybe white knighty, but it shouldn't be white knighty. Like your friend, or if you a real friend wouldn't let his friend hit another woman.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I
agree with
mean?
that.
So
Regardless of the circumstances, he won't let him go that low.
So in
So
the
Hunter,
same-
where were you for me? Is the
I was
question.
probably laughing. Like that's probably hitting another woman. I don't
He's
know.
like, what's my turn?
heard-
Yeah,
I was
like-
fighting some other
you
woman.
heard the burrito slap around the world. You like
Yeah.
we genetically matched
I was like,
emotions.
oh shit, Harrison's his girlfriend. That's funny as hell.
So, but like your definition of friendship, you're like, is a friend that will lie for you, and yours
Yeah.
is one that
Wants you to be better.
wants you to be,
Yeah, I'm a
holds you
horrible
to
person.
some standards.
Yeah.
I'm a horrible human being. I don't know how you discovered that yet. I've been here 3 times.
Hunter,
You
no.
probably are like garbage. Like
I am.
because
Yeah. I've
like,
eaten
person.
gas station hot dogs more times than I've gone to the gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you probably are high risk for colon cancer.
Oh, my dad died of fucking some kind of cancer you get from something. Like it's like
from
almost,
gas station hot dogs.
Probably. It's
Gas
like some
station
kind of
hot
genetic thing. I don't know.
Carcinogens.
Oh yeah,
man.
no, my dad from cancer from like drinking too much. You know.
Yeah, that's what,
He had,
that's
like,
what he
a-
died from too.
Yeah.
Are you just bandwagoning now? Yeah, me too. Me too.
Well,
Yeah, I
the
can't
way
wait.
that I figure it's like cancer. If cancer's gonna get me, it's gonna get me.
Way to be
I'm
a
gonna go out on
copycat,
top,
dude.
yeah.
Why don't
I
you try to
know.
be original?
I'm a copycat killer.
Not die.
Yeah, why don't
By
I be the
drinking
one
and-
guy that doesn't die from cancer in my family?
Yeah.
Boo.
So
I'm already the black sheep. Let's just go down the roll.
So would you say that when you had your breakup, you kind of lost kind of a friend as well, right? Was she a friend, or
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
have
yeah.
anything in common other than just the relationship stuff?
We had some things in common. It was one of those things where it's like, so she was also from up north, and I'm like a redneck, obviously.
Are you?
Just a little bit. My sister's kind of hot.
She's not hot. She's beautiful.
No, she's.
Be respectful.
I mean, I wouldn't hit her or nothing, but no.
That's how you know you like him.
No, like my
Okay.
family's all conservative. Like her family's all like, some of her family's like that, but she's like very liberal and stuff. So we disagreed on a lot of political stuff, which my
I
thing
can
of
only
politics.
imagine. Holy shit! Yeah.
it's like, you're keeping that fucking baby.
Especially in 2022. I mean, 23. I guess.
Yeah.
Did you say she was very liberal?
Not really liberal. So she also like, I'm not trying to talk.
She's
bad
got
about
like
her.
a conservative Italian side. I think that's what she was telling me.
Didn't know as much about politics as some people, but she had her beliefs on politics.
She was
and what
tribal
she
in
thought was
regards
right.
to-
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly. The same way that everybody
Most
is.
people are.
She was
right?
very like girl
people like
boss.
that.
She
I do
had
keep up with politics to a pretty certain extent to where I can be like, this is like, that's dumb, that's whatever. So we disagreed on stuff like that, and that kind of fuck things up too. Because which to me, I hate that. I cannot stand when someone goes on like Facebook or whatever, and they're like, if you support Donald Trump or you support Joe Biden, you might as well go ahead and delete. Like if you go on a dating app,
if
you like Donald Trump, don't even fucking like. Okay, if you like missionary sex your entire life, go at it. Like whatever.
No, I fully agree with you because I don't care about Donnie T, but I don't not care about Donnie T. So if I see somebody putting that on their profile, it's like, oh my god, this is
like that's all you care about.
Ass.
Yeah, now that's your whole identity is your political view, and if that's your whole identity, you suck. You're worse than a slut that wants cigarettes. All right.
I agree. We were talking about this with Andie yesterday, and we were saying that it seems that people are that have to identify with identities are no fun. Like it seems like the more of an identity that somebody has, the more of a fucking pain in the ass they
Speaking of that, because I am
Harrison won't shut up about being a Jew.
I bank on a lot of that shit, and it is fucking annoying. And most Jews are annoying, but I'm not. I'm perfect in every way.
It's really hard to be friends.
But
I mean,
I will say this because like you talk about like your girl being very political or like not even political, but like other women being like, if you like Donald Trump, unfriend me or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of I went to like a Shabbos dinner with a lot of like Jews in the area that are like my age, and they're all very lefty or they're all looking for like conservative men and stuff like that. They're all looking to have a family, and there's all these requirements in their 20s they have now because they're my age. It's going to be hilarious to see them go down.
I mean, I think that that's interesting because in that instance, do you think that those women are specifically going to those kinds of things to catch a husband?
Yeah, unfortunately, I go to actually talk to a rabbi.
Unfortunately, if it's unfortunate, if that's the place where they meet like-minded people, you know what I mean? Like, isn't that the place to do it?
Yeah, I only celebrate Shabbos once a month.
What Shabbos?
We don't know what that is.
No, because guess what? I'm like, hey, are you going to Dirty Bull? And he just throws like, oh, it's Shabbos tonight. Like I'm supposed to fucking know what that is.
Yeah, what do you do on Shabbos?
Fuck. Okay, this is why I wanted to do what is religion.
No,
dude,
but I appreciate it.
We can do it another time, but you can do it.
No, but we
I'm
think
your
it
friend.
would
Tell me about what Shabbos is.
Okay.
What's swamp
It's
ass?
where
Tell me
you
what it
point
is.
to the
Swamp
sky
ass,
and you take off your yarmulke. I'm just kidding.
Friends want to know about other things. You know, we want to know about your
destroy the world.
Yeah,
about your magic shit.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
Can you like put an effect of me like control like lightning coming out of my fingernails or something?
It's gonna be dollar signs coming out.
Dollars like raining money.
Yeah.
or sucking it.
What would I? Yeah, sucking it out. Thank you.
Yeah. And then it's Kanye like,
Yeah, Kanye with his little fist.
Hunter, I don't want you to feel like we're singling you out because
I don't feel that at all.
Our friend Harrison also recently went through a breakup as well.
Yeah,
Not with his girlfriend.
No, with my.
I was like,
but with a friend.
It's because you hit her? Because they don't like that.
I've heard.
For some reason, I don't know.
Somebody told me.
And it really surprised us, by the way, Harrison, because you're such a nice guy.
I take my relationship advice from the NFL.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Don't get an elevator with me.
We heard that you went through a little bit of a
a
friendship
little bit of a
with somebody
friendship.
that we know.
With somebody that we know. I think you know as well.
And
we
he's
don't-
been with
we
your
don't have to
entire
say
life,
any.
friend, right?
Yeah, let's just.
We don't have to say anything.
Yeah,
Don't say
let's
anything.
Call him
not say
Madonna.
a name.
Describe him or her.
It's a he him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look,
narrows
we
it
had
down.
plans to move to New York.
Okay.
Those plans fell through, and that was due to his lack of planning. But I felt like I had to be the financial burden. I had to be the muscle in moving all of his stuff, and he just kind of sat and kind of watched me move his stuff like I was. Like he didn't pay me or do it. Not that I expected that. I expected some help and assistance. It's your stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I felt
us-
I felt used.
Tell me I'm
And
like who it is.
My dad gave me this great expression. He's like, never carry another man's water.
Interesting.
And that's going to stick with me for a while, I think.
Did he tell you that advice after your
After all this. Yeah.
Okay, you're like a little,
So it wasn't as
late,
helpful.
Dad.
Your dad
Thanks.
was like, "Oh, did you carry his water? Don't do that, Harrison.
Don't do that. You're going to have to charge him rent.
Harrison, charge him for the water. Harrison, I'm telling you this. I don't know why your dad's Jerry Seinfeld. But
What's the deal with these 17-year-olds?
Harrison, why are you helping him move?
So I'm gonna guess that the part of the reason why it didn't work out is because you approached it diplomatically.
And he promised to pay me and he didn't. So you break a promise
so
like that
promise
as
to pay.
well.
I do that constantly.
You're cutting out so much.
Many pieces.
Yeah, I feel bad. He's like, yeah, I'll get you back. And I was like, hey, this is my Venmo, Cash App, or whatever. So whenever you feel like,
I don't understand. Let me back up for a second.
Yeah. You met him at the craft show, the comedy show we did here.
Yeah.
Red shirt.
Yeah.
We'll tell you off camera.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's not like a comic? He's
not a comic. He's just a friend of
So,
mine.
but he's a lifelong friend.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So you showed up to move his stuff.
Yes.
With the promise of being paid.
Yeah,
with
afterwards.
No promise of help from him. Correct?
Nope. I was assumed there would be some, but he was still busy packing.
That's the Jew in
but
him.
he was busy then. It's not that he was.
I mean,
sitting there
you could at least
watching.
help me move like a bed frame or a mattress into the thing. I'd ask like a stranger.
I'm drawing lines here because here's the thing: there was no promise.
Yeah, we're both
You're
on his
doing a
side.
devil's
and he
advocate.
was busy, but also there was the promise of being paid, and then afterwards, I assume there was like a nothing ever came of it, right? Like, okay, so I get that, but why did it end the friendship? Like, what? Like, that's a lifelong friendship.
you guys kiss
What's
and it
the
got weird?
real? Yeah, did you guys kiss? Tell us.
No, man.
You're like we jerked
I
each other.
feel like I've
happens.
been because I wrote sketches with this person, and I felt like I was doing a lot of sketch writing with him, and he would show up late to these sketch writing groups, so I felt like he wasn't taking that seriously as well.
Okay.
I think we're good at being friends. We're not going to be good business partners.
No friends ever are.
But that's fair, though. Do
That
you
is
think
fair.
you could-
Yeah, that
No
would be.
friends
it
are
would be-
ever
yeah.
good. Never get into business, other than like Ben and Jerry. But even they fucking hate each other. I think. Or
Do
they
you
were
think
gay
so?
lovers. I can't remember.
Are they get? Well,
Was
what,
it
can
that?
we need.
But yeah,
like,
every
researcher.
business you hear about, it's always someone screwing the other one. Never get into business with your friend. That's like a whole thing. Never go into business with a friend
Really?
ever. So, no to anything you want to do ever.
Okay, thanks, buddy. You're right. This
No
is
to
this is for the
anything
best.
that-
This is for the best.
I don't lose you as a friend, so I'll never do anything with you ever.
Yeah, we're just never. We're gonna be losers together.
Don't talk
dude.
to me. Don't fucking ask me to do anything. but, I still want to be friends. It's like we just broke up in real life.
Should we start this podcast right
We
now?
can't have sex anymore, but I still want to be friends.
We can't have sex.
Genuinely, though, that's like such a good question, though. Like, how do you navigate that? How do you navigate?
Yeah, how do you navigate it?
It's very
What
hard to
happened?
keep your friends accountable.
Right.
That's definitely the trickiest part of a friendship
To you, yeah.
for me, for sure.
So, question to you: like, you went like, "Hey, motherfucker, why didn't you pay me?" Like, is that how it ended?
That sounds
or-
like Harrison.
I was like, hey, I gave you my Venmo, I gave you my Cash App, I gave you all the things that you would need to pay me.
Keep you a check.
I mean, I'm not saying like I was. You said you would pay me. You would hold up your end of the bargain.
Yeah.
You did not.
And then what happened?
And
You
then
started
this is
fighting.
like, no, it just didn't respond. Oh shit, sorry. Like kind of ignored me. Kind of like brushed it off.
Do you think that he felt like you should have done it for free?
Oh.
I mean,
I don't
I'm just
fuck him. I know that sounds weird. I'm
That's
so sorry.
fair. No, I mean,
oh my
that is
god, I
such
said
a
that came from the worst part.
How do
of
we know?
myself.
Because you're hiding
don't
so much
fuck
of the
his
So
story.
right, because you would never.
Channel Hunter, okay?
Yeah.
Fuck him. Like,
Oh, dude, there's so much pent up sexual frustration in this small
Yeah.
5'10" body.
5'9", but thank you.
5'9"? Okay.
I appreciate it. I'm 5'12" in heels, but thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh my god, mathematics major, weren't you?
Yeah, I hate math. That's why I hate you guys. No,
I thought you hated me because I'm brown, but
that too. I mean, that's just
And me
icing
because
on
I'm
the
a
cake.
woman, right?
Yeah,
course.
exactly.
How do you guys know me so well? Are we all friends? That must be what it is.
Well, but so like, okay.
So the United Nations.
I'm like the Dale of this King of the Hill group. Like, I'm just like,
You know?
the government hates us, and I hate all you guys.
And by the way, Harrison, I really want to appreciate you opening up because
Yeah.
you can tell how
She's
close
really
to
prying
Harrison's
me.
heart because he usually has no problem going off on the rails, but he's going coy. He's giving us spoon by spoon about it. We're like, okay, so what
Right.
happened? He's like,
Yeah.
well, friendships, they're a two-way street.
I think
Yeah,
it was a
like-
bunch of little things coming together. Oh, another thing as well was I was supposed to go to a New Year's Eve party, and this was on New Year's Eve. This is like New Year's Eve day, and I told him I had to be out at 5. And he was like, okay, I'll help you. And he never did. And I ended up very fucking late. Like I ended up getting back home at 7. And my
He
girlfriend
agreed
was
to
very
help
upset.
you with something?
Yeah, he agreed to help me move his stuff into his
Oh my God, you guys!
grandparents' place.
Days did you guys move?
Yeah. What?
Like he.
How many times have you helped him move?
Yeah.
Just once.
Oh,
This was the
just
same
once.
instance?
You should have learned after day one, bro. Why you keep helping him move?
Okay,
No,
so
this is the one time.
Maybe that's the thing. I never help any motherfuckers move.
Yeah.
And I don't expect you to help me move
I helped
either.
Grayson move. Actually.
Unless,
Did you?
Yeah, that was fine.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, if he had told us like, "Hey, you guys want us to move," I would have said yeah. But then like I texted him, he's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm moving by myself," and I was like, "Well, I would have helped if you had said something."
Yeah,
but,
I give you like a week in advance. Like I would rather have one a week in advance than
I'm
two.
a good friend. You know, I'll lie for you. I'll help you move. It's cool.
Yeah, I'll help you
That's
move.
very sweet. And you say you're a piece of shit?
Well, you know what?
Pieces of shit don't help other people move.
Harrison
don't.
won't
They
lie.
It's terrible.
You know,
Harrison
don't.
won't lie for you. I have proof that Harrison won't lie for you because he came over here one day. He's like, "Hey, you going to Hunter's potluck?" And I'm like, "I've never even heard about it."
Hunter's potluck.
What was it?
had a
Oh, you
potluck?
had your little fucking potluck thing.
Oh, that Friendsgiving thing.
Yeah, I asked
I'm just giving
Alex.
you
I
shit.
should have
I'm
helped
just-
Arturo.
Right, motherfucker. No.
What I did?
I only had like 3
We're
people.
cool with him.
No, I
We're
know,
not-
but I
are
only
we
had
not
like
cool
3.
with him?
There was 3 of you guys that were invited because that's just the people that I talk to every day. I wasn't thinking about it. Now, great. Thanks.
Great.
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 Now,
Did I ruin it for you?
guys, can you help me move?
You got it, man. But you gotta help bring the mattresses in.
Yeah. Don't touch on anything other than the size of the mattresses.
No, he didn't pay you, and he knows you're Jewish, right?
I guess I don't think that has anything to do with it.
He was like, I don't give it to the stereotypes, so I'm not going to pay you.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm not a
gonna-
racist, so I'm not
I'm really
gonna pay
sad though because okay, so was there a blow up after this though?
not really, man.
You guys are just like, you guys just cold stop talking to each other? You're just being real
he
bitches
like called
about
me.
it?
He called me the other day wanting to work on a sketch, and I said I'll think about Monday because he wanted to do some Monday, and I'm
Harrison.
probably gonna tell him no. To be honest,
No, you need to. Can I
Damn,
be
dude, you're like me with
honest?
my ex. I'm like, well, she wants to like get a drink. Like, it's cool. We're just going to hang out. And I was
No.
like, don't do it. And I'm like, well, we can just
No.
get a drink. Like, drink
No,
fine.
you can't. But
I know.
here's the thing, Harrison, you need to be direct with him
Yeah,
because
I will.
obviously, no, you're not.
Okay.
I already know you're not.
I'm not
that
like
sweater.
I'm
You're
not
drunk
fucking
anyway.
him.
Okay, that's fair, but you need to say to him then in that case, I don't feel like hanging out with you because you're kind of a dick and you've done these things that were dickish and now I'm upset with you
Or just say
because
no.
that's a real friend.
All right, I'm trying to be.
Don't
all
do
right,
that.
you're right.
Be a guy.
Well,
Like, no.
how do guys do? How do guys end
No.
friendships?
Well,
No.
What's the guy versus girl way?
And he goes, why? Like, because you're a dick.
I guess my
You
question
just say
to
because you're a dick, and that's
Because he was a
it.
dick. Because he was a fucking dick. That's like,
I'm gonna give you an
fucking-
Or is he
alternative.
Italian?
I'm gonna give you an alternative
You're
because
Italian.
what I'm hearing is that you're hurt. You're hurt that your friend would like all of a sudden like somebody that you're literally about to start, a heterosexual partnership life in New York,
business
would just be
associate.
willing
Yeah.
to
A roommate.
From your perspective, dismiss you, and you're playing second fiddle, and you're like, "Listen, motherfucker, I'm 6'5". I am top tier, and I am,
I'm top G.
like I'm not one of these fucking laborers that you keep talking about
Yeah.
that's gonna move your fucking shit. Did you feel a little bit like he was treating you like the help?
What race do you think he was treating you as?
Well, he didn't. I wasn't playing any loud drum beats,
Okay. All right.
so that was definitely out of the question, and
Okay.
I wasn't drinking on the job. So I'm like,
you're-
I'm sorry, no.
So you weren't
and you know your dad? No.
you weren't me. Because all 3 of
And there was
those
an
are-
outhouse outside for me. Wouldn't even let me use his bathroom.
Yeah, because
my
it sounds
gosh.
like he hurt your feelings.
Yeah, it did, man. And he just had no consideration for like my time at all.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds to me like this is a situation though of drive and ambition. Maybe he's just not as serious about it as you are.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I'm not his father. That's not my goal to tell him that like you should be more drive, you should do the right thing. You should fill up because he originally asked me to ask my dad for his truck. Well, he has my dad's number. He could have called. Like, there's no reason he had to do all that other shit.
I mean, I don't know about that.
That I get to be like, do you buy for you? Because if I had your
kind
dad's
of-
number, I do. But if I had your dad's number, I wouldn't be like, hey, mister, can I borrow your truck? I'd
Yeah.
be like,
Well,
hey,
but
man,
you've
Harrison, do you
known him.
mind
He's
if
a
I...
lifelong
Yeah, I've
friend.
known
Do
him
they
since
have
I was-
a very close
Yeah.
relationship?
Okay.
Yeah, but I
dude,
don't
he's
know.
been like-
I've had friends like that. I still wouldn't ask their parents, like just straight to their parents. I mean,
I
I'd ask them their
would.
mom.
You- I
or
mean,
something.
you
I wouldn't expect any of my son's friends to
Really?
text me and be like, hey.
Hey, so can I borrow the truck?
Yeah, exactly. No.
Can I borrow your
absolutely
truck?
not. I
No,
would
okay.
expect my son to come to me and say,
Yeah, it's like the old days when you'd be like, if you ask your mom, we hang out, we can hang out. But if I asked your mom to hang out, she's gonna say no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be like, "You little weirdo, you're not invited for dinner anymore."
Why are you texting me? It's 2 a.m.
He's like, well, I'm drunk. I love you.
I'm playing Minecraft. I'm 11.
Minecraft. I want to sleep with you.
He's like, why is your friend asking me for my fucking truck? Yeah.
And why does he keep putting a wink emoji after it?
So here's the thing.
Harrison, what's an
sometimes
eggplant
we
emoji?
agree
I
with you,
I feel
and
like
sometimes
it's
we don't.
okay. I feel like it's direct to market. You know, like, hey, can you hand me that pen? Hey, Andie, can you hand me that pen? Or should I go, hey, Hunter, can you hand me that pen?
He's not. What you're saying, what I hear you saying, is that he has not been a considerate friend.
I'm going to give you a better analogy.
Yeah.
If you said, hey, Andie, can you grab me a beer from the fridge? Or say, hey, Hunter, can you grab me a beer from the fridge?
I'm not gonna
Andy's the one who lives here.
The
Right?
I'm not gonna get you a beer.
That is true. The pen is right there, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, right,
That's
right.
true.
I would hand
inches
you a
from
pen,
Hunter.
but I'm not gonna get up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go.
The
to
Sharpie.
this
Let me go in the
house.
fridge.
Yeah.
But maybe that's context.
This
So
feels
maybe-
like a Curb episode, and
No,
it's
no,
hurting
no,
my
no,
brain.
but like,
Bum,
like
bum,
literally,
bum.
so maybe Hunter can ask your dad to borrow a pen, but he can't ask him to borrow the fucking truck.
I can't
You
ask my
know?
dad. He's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
My dad's
Can't
gonna
bring
say
down
no.
the
You know,
room.
everything. Oh, why do you bring up your Judaism? Why do you bring up your dead dad all the time, dude?
my
How
whole
dead
shtick.
is he? Like how long?
Like this October, last October, something like that.
Okay,
Pretty
damn.
soon.
Oh my
so
god,
very
that's
long.
recent.
Does he
How
have
many-
ashes or does he have a gravesite?
I have no idea.
You guys not close?
No, he left when I was a child. When I was but a boy.
How dare he?
I have a stepdad now, so that's cool.
Is he nice?
My stepdad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have a healthy relationship?
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, he's not very emotional. He's not very emotional.
Would he let your buddy...
He is alive though, and
yeah.
didn't abandon you.
Yeah, but what's worse? No.
Well, if Harrison needed to
scared.
borrow the truck, would he expect you to ask him or Harrison to ask him directly?
If I go, can Harrison Bart? He'd be like, "Who's Harrison?"
Yeah. What if Harrison had his number? Would he be more,
If you have my dad's number, first of all, that would be hilarious. And I'd come home, he'd be like,
Hey, do you want to get a hot dog? Also, can I borrow your truck?
"Yeah, if you take him out for food, he'd probably just let you borrow whatever you want."
Yeah.
Yeah, take him to Hardee's, dude. He'll buy
Exactly.
He'll let you be like, "Yeah, dude, get the son I never had."
So Facebook now has this option that you have in your settings where what happens to your Facebook after you die.
That's creepy.
It's very creepy, isn't it? Like
I want
me
someone to
really
take
Start-
over mine.
what?
Pretend I'm still alive.
I want you guys to talk about something else now because this is really
Yeah, this
bringing
is
me
sad.
down.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
sad.
Did we ever find those girls Michelle Obama was trying to find?
What girls?
You guys remember that? They're like, find these girls. Did we ever find those girls?
Oh, the Nigerian girls?
Are
Did we
they
ever find those
missing?
girls?
Yeah, I think Boko, something haram.
Joseph Kony Haram.
I said stop bringing the room down, Jesus.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, okay, that was a terrorist group in
Kanye's
Africa.
got a
I'm
new
sorry.
song out.
Does
Who has a
Does it
song?
go?
No, like we're going off a segue of Kanye. I've so you know, like we kind of
Kanye's my
explore a little
friend.
bit of friendships or relationships that have ended. So, and Harrison, I know you take friendship very seriously. You in a previous podcast have mentioned that you think that the art of friendship is kind of lost in the 21st century. So we'll start with Harrison, and then I'd like to ask you, Hunter. Harrison, what makes a good friend to you besides paying you to move their shit?
Being considerate of each other's time and things like that. And this sounds.
I like how
very
he says that after he was late 30 minutes to this podcast.
Arturo.
Harrison.
Arturo.
I think the best friend.
Not the first time either.
Didn't I say I was coming to work and I was going to I made sure I didn't look
We're
like
just
a
teasing
monster.
You, buddy.
You make sure to dress
Okay.
like Macaulay Culkin.
We-
before you can.
Yeah, I made sure to look like
Macaulay Culkin's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I didn't
fucking-
interrupt you. So be mindful
Fucking
of each
meth
other's
addict in a
time.
Christmas sweater. What was I saying? Oh, what friendship means to me?
Yeah, what makes a good friend?
Yeah, I think a good friend is someone that holds you to a higher standard.
Okay.
And I definitely think maybe I did that a little too harshly to my friend. And maybe I should apologize to him and let him know. And I think he knows that he hurt me, and I'm probably not going to receive any money. But I know. I was hauling ass.
Would you like to receive some friendship?
He was
though?
U-hauling ass.
Yeah, I mean, even if the dude fed me, you know what I mean?
Like a box of pizza, yeah.
Yeah, like a pizza.
Bowl of porridge.
A bowl of porridge.
Yeah, waiting in the bread line, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So just for the future.
Maybe this is just a rift and not the end of the friendship.
Maybe,
sometimes hurt feelings.
He might just go friends with your dad. He's got his number. He might just start hanging out with your dad.
That'd be so funny if he
What if
stole
he
my
borrows
dad
a
away
truck
from me.
anyways? You know?
Yeah.
He's borrowing the
Harrison,
truck
just so you
too
know, let
much.
your buddy borrow my truck, and you're like, fuck.
It's like an old F-150. It's like from the 1990s.
Good automobile.
It's perfect for moving through.
Don't bag on your,
Yeah.
your dad's truck.
That truck was literally built to help friends move. Like that's all it's meant for.
Yeah, because you can't
Selling
hurt
peaches
it.
out of the
You
back.
can't-
Like that's all it's. That's all the truck's meant for. So,
How about you, Hunter? What do you think makes a good friend?
I think someone that someone's just there for you, when you need it. Someone that you can go out with, and you get turned down by a girl, and when you come back over to them, and you're like, man, I don't know, and then they go, she was fat anyway, dude. Don't worry about that. Like she was a dumb slut. Did you see how she asked for that cigarette? No, so much like there for kind of bring you up. You don't want to, someone's down. Like if you're like in a mood and you're like, dude, I need to go out. Like I need to have a good time. Then they'll be like, yeah, dude, let's go. I'll cancel this or I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
Someone's just there for you,
Absolutely, man.
Supports you.
Yeah, good support.
So now I have a question for both of you. If you're with your buddy and you cheat on your girlfriend or your wife, what does a good friend do?
Tells you to stop cheating.
A good friend to you, or just like
No, a good friend to you.
Man, adultery.
I mean, obviously, a good person needs to tell you to stop and tell the wife.
But does your friend need to be a good person necessarily?
I mean, you want to surround your network is your net worth, as
It only comes out
that's
to money with
interesting.
you.
as the fucking Sigma males say.
What do you think? Hunter?
I think a good friend, quote unquote good, would not tell or say
Right.
anything and would let it slide. But a good friend would be like, you need to not do that. Like you're hurting, whoever you're with, or blah blah blah. And you also don't want to surround yourself with people that are like actively cheating on their wife.
Yeah.
And
He tells you you're
girlfriend.
better
Yeah.
than that, man.
Yeah, like what are you doing, man? Like, come on. And you're like, yeah, you're right. I was fucking dumb. Someone that's gonna, like you said, hold you to a higher standard to be like, but a quote unquote good friend is someone that's gonna be like, nice. But yeah, like you don't want that. You don't want to surround yourself with people like that. You want to surround yourself with people that are like, that was fucking stupid. And you're a fucking moron. And you're like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. How about you, Harrison? Would a good friend tell or not tell your girlfriend? Let's say you've known him for years. He knows your girlfriend for years. You cheated on your girlfriend or your wife, and he knows.
So, what does the friend have to gain? Gain nothing or losing? Because I think if they're your friend, they're going to hold you to a higher standard, like I said.
What does that mean?
So obviously, I think he would, if he really cares about this woman, or if this is something that, like, he's gonna have to break up with her, or if he's like, oh, I fucked up, I want, I want to at least fix it, and do that. It was like, you gotta, regardless, either way, you have to tell her. It's just how you tell her, and I feel like that as a friend, I want to help as well.
Yeah, I think either way they don't tell, they make it so you tell. Because if they tell, then it's more of a, why are you telling my wife that I'm cheating on her? Like, it seems like you're trying to.
You're trying to
I fought
slide.
somebody in high school because they told,
Yeah.
Turns out that it's the only time I cheated. And it also turns out that one of the guys I got in a fight with ended up marrying this girl afterwards.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking.
Well, he was in love
Dudes
with
who
her
fight
anyway.
over, and I will say this: dudes who
Like a
fight
no-
over women don't deserve to run for president.
What's that?
Dudes who fight over women don't deserve to run for president.
Dudes who fight over
Oh,
women.
I thought you said something about women don't deserve to. Like, and
No,
I was
no,
like,
women
wow, we're
definitely
really
do.
good friends, Harrison. Like, that's
women don't deserve to fight or run for president. That's what I heard. Yeah.
women don't deserve shit. That's what Harrison said. That's a Harrison quote. Put that in the comments.
Take their rights away.
I don't agree with that. I think women deserve the world.
Sorry, I just came back from my trip from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I have a mommy that I love very much and a sister, so I
Is
think
this a
women deserve
prayer
the
rug?
world.
Is this halal?
I would have voted for Hillary a fifth time if I could. But
You are girl boss. You are Mr. Girl
I'm a
Boss.
girl. I'm super feminist. Like I love bitches. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
I want to get this out of the way. By the way, I think I hate how people on the left say Republican women are pick me girls.
What's a pick
What
me
is that?
girl? Yeah, tell us.
Pick me. You don't. No one knows.
I
What
don't know what a pick me girl is.
Yeah, can you?
Yeah, so a pick
explain?
me girl is like, let's say you go
Pygmy
to
girl?
A pick me.
Pick,
Oh, okay.
pick me.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're like into what you're into, but they're not. So they're like, if you're with your buddies and you're watching, like, let's say we're all watching football, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. And there's some girls here, and one girl's like, "Oh my god, I love the fucking Kansas City Chiefs." Like, da da da. Then it's like, "Oh, this chick likes football. That's cool," because she's like, that's a pick me girl.
Performative, yeah.
Very performative.
Yeah, there's pick me
have
guys too, 1,000%. Like, I'm a pick me guy.
But then male feminists are also performative in that same
lots of
aspect.
people are.
Feminist guys are 1,000%. There's not a true guy that's out there that's like, you know what'd be great?
100%.
If fucking women, like, you don't mean, like, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. Obviously, yeah, women deserve whatever. Like,
I love that.
But I'm just saying, like, no guy is genuinely out there, because they say it, they want pussy. Like, if a gay guy says it, he wants pussy. Like, that's just what it is. Like, it obviously is true. I'm not saying
they
it's
don't.
not true.
The male feminists don't want it. They like need it like a drug.
Then in that instance, though, that even though that you believe it, the only reason that you would take up the mantle for it on my behalf is for some pussy.
Yes.
I don't think he said he believed in it. But,
No, I didn't. Yeah,
He
first
did
of all,
say he believed
don't put
it.
words in my
He
mouth.
said he believed
No,
it.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, so if I was like,
But that's,
yeah,
I mean, that,
If
that
you don't have to be-
sucks,
you don't have to be
man.
like-
honestly, like, that sucks.
that's how
That
guys
fucking
are. That's just how
hurts.
dudes are. I mean, I'm super nice for women listening. Like, I'm great. Like, women are amazing.
He was raised by a woman.
I was raised by a woman. I
Single
came out of
mom.
a woman. Like, which is crazy to say in 2023.
Yeah.
But
It's a pregnant
Men
person.
can have children.
I know birthing
you know?
persons and whatever else.
Birthing person? Is that what it's called now?
Yeah. It's not just some dumb slut that got knocked up. Now you gotta say birthing person.
Mom, dad, this is the birthing person.
Yeah, it's my birthing person. It's just it's baby mama. That's what it is. All right, it's my baby mama.
Baby mama
No.
is not gender neutral.
Obviously, a normal thinking human being goes, yeah, everyone deserves the same rights as everyone else. Like, that's fucking stupid if you think otherwise. Like, of course, like, I'm not fucking actually racist. I'm doing fucking bits. Like, I'm doing a joke. I don't actually think these things. But I'm not also on Twitter like, oh, God, women
you
are the
believe?
best. Like, I
Okay,
can't
so
believe Hillary Clinton lost to Donald Trump. Like, really? You can't believe that?
Yeah.
Like,
You feel it's performative on their part then. They're
Yeah.
pick me
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They're
Okay,
boy. You
okay.
can 100% be like, yeah, I agree with that. Lee. That makes perfect sense. But when you're out there being like,
Go,
if you go with
sister.
a girl, to
So-
a rally, and you're like, oh, girl power, like, fuck you, like you're.
So how's a way to do that to support what women,
Just be a normal, just be like a normal human.
Donate
being.
anonymously to things you give a shit
donate anonymously to things.
Don't
you
go
give
on
a shit
Reddit.
about.
Like it's.
about.
Don't go on Reddit
Yeah.
and disparage
Nobody
women.
has to know. I know that sounds weird. Like nobody has.
Yeah,
to
you
know.
can be it. Like if a dude starts if someone starts like mouthing off, and they're like, yeah, women are like, just be like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like that's fucking stupid. But if you're over there like, Mister, I'll kick your ass, and it's like,
Yeah.
shut
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Okay.
thing. It's over. But yeah, like.
I remember I was talking to a woman at a bar. This is like when I was like 21, and I was talking to this girl, and I shook her hand, and then like a guy like from behind comes up, and he's like, "Is he bothering you?" Like immediately.
Oh,
What?
see, that's a fuck. Oh my god. I'm like,
Is
yeah, I
he
actually
bothering
am.
you?
And you're
Yeah,
bothering
like-
me. So yeah.
Because we got like the same drink or whatever. I was like, hey, and this we got
Yeah,
the
you're
same
like,
thing. Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, excuse me, is he bothering you?" It was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave.
Oh,
you
you
know-
tried to like, hold on, you said it, I'm just gonna leave.
Is he bothering you? No, I said.
Was he jacked?
No, he was
Black.
just. I guess the energy was just not. I didn't want to give this
There was
moment
no
time.
point.
You
There
know
was
what
no
I mean?
point in giving him what
Like,
he
I don't
wanted.
even want to hit. I don't even want to see what this would manifest.
Yeah, I hear that because there's no point because there's no accomplishment in it for you.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to help this situation no matter what.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to get in a fight tonight.
Well,
I think-
sometimes you got to pick your fights.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta
and
be
I
an ass.
didn't
Sometimes
want
you
to
gotta-
get
you
kicked
gotta
out of
break
this
that.
bar. This is. Yeah.
Is this the cross I want to? Well, is that?
I don't want to
Sometimes
fight
you
over a
gotta-
woman. I'm
Sometimes you
not
break
that
out
type
that
of dude.
jujitsu, you know?
I thought I used to be that type of dude.
Yeah, that Jewish jitsu. But I think the difference between pick me guy and pick me girl is a pick me girl will see a situation and just pop out.
Exploit
And be
it.
like, I like this. But a pick me guy will
Bring it
wait
up out
for
of
you to
nowhere.
be like, ugh, can you believe about this Roe v. Wade thing? And then they go, oh my
I
God,
hear
I
that,
know,
yeah.
right? Like, dude, you don't give a shit. Like,
So-
Maybe I think usually they don't even wait for the woman to bring it up. I think they just manifest it.
or they'll just say, yeah, some like the Roe v. Wade
manifest
thing.
it.
There was a guy, like, people would be like, guys would be like, I can't believe, like, this is how my daughter's going to be. Like,
You don't have a kid.
It's up to the
Your
states. First of all, it's up to the
kid-
states, so stop
Your
being fucking
hypothetical
stupid.
kid's not gonna get you pussy. Dude.
yeah, you got to get pussy first to get a kid. Like, it's like,
So I put the cart before the horse, man.
exactly. Your sock's not going to fucking produce. Like, so yeah, it's all like pick me guys are 1,000,000% worse than pick me girl.
You think so?
Oh, because a pick me girl can actually grow to like what she's picking. Like a girl can be like, oh, football. Oh, I can get in this. But a pick me guy is never gonna be like, oh my god, fucking bachelorette. Fuck yeah.
Like, a pick me guy isn't like traditionalist as a pick me girl is.
Yeah,
as well.
Pick me guys are fucking
like a pick me girl
douches,
will like settle down and have a family potentially.
Yeah, newsflash, guys are fucking awful. Like
Yeah.
we're horrible people.
Yeah, if you like tell us we can leave and like not have a family, not pay child support, we won't.
Sometimes you don't tell us that. We just do it. Like, we'll just do it. Like
Well, it happens every day.
it happens to me. Like it just happens. Like
It just happens. It just is.
that's just life, baby. You know.
You'd be a
It's just
great
life,
weekend dad.
baby.
Maybe that's just life. That's just how it goes.
What did you say?
He'd be a great weekend dad.
I'd be oh my god.
Like
Yeah,
a
he'd
Disney
kill it.
dad.
No,
You
I
take
think
him
he'd be a
to-
great
Yeah.
weekend
Is your
dad.
mom having guys over again? That fucking bitch. Should never give me that cigarette when I first met her.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You drink a beer with cigarette butts in it and you still are chugging it away.
And I was like, it's just a little bit. Like,
No,
it's
from
just a
last night.
filter. It's
Ew,
fine, yeah.
you're nasty.
My mouthwash.
White trash mouthwash.
1,000%. Yeah, pick me guys are horrible. Pick me girls are just like
Well, I
Regular
think that you
people.
think that honestly because they'll fuck you. So
yeah, guys
pick
will fuck me for sure. Yeah. 1,000%. No, I mean you.
I wonder if there's
Dude,
like
he's on fire,
is
dude.
there a gay pick me guy?
Oh,
No,
there has to
I
be.
think there's like
No, I think all gay guys
No.
hate each
Is
other.
there-
I
a
will say there's gay
lesbian
guys that like
pick
ham it
me
up and
guy?
think they're so funny. And I used to work with who was it?
Gay guys love
Just
singing too.
no. I work with a lot of like black gay guys at my job right now, and they always you play
Inner
too
city
much.
gays, right?
You play too much.
yeah.
And
That's a
It's
flirtatious.
usually you
That's a
play too
flirty.
much, and then white boy crazy is like it's the second step.
When a
But
black
they
guy
like
tells
you,
you you play
right?
too much, that means you're
Okay.
funny as fuck.
Yeah.
When the black guy tells you play too much, that means you're funny as fuck.
Dude, I
That's
think
like-
I
he's
might
like-
Or
be
he
ready
wants
for
to
the
suck your
Apollo.
dick.
Yeah.
Or he
If
wants
they
to suck
get up
your
and start
dick.
running around
Yeah, I
after
know.
a joke,
Like I
you're-
did a magic trick. Yeah.
Yeah, you're.
Do you like that the inner city gays that you work with?
The inner city,
Yeah.
the urban gays, the
The
urban
urban
homosexuals.
That you're exactly what you said they like white guys, that you're exactly
No, I just think
they're
that
bait?
you play too much is just so overused. It is burning a hole in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's like how I say I know this sounds weird. I say that a
Yes.
lot. I've noticed
Do
that.
you think that they go home to their
yeah.
podcast and they're like, "There's this
This
white
is
Jewish
white dude
boy,
out
would never
and he
believe.
just says,
This is honky out my damn job.
This cracker with cheese always be saying something about.
I
this
know
ain't
this sounds
praise.
weird.
This jab turkey is
Do you
not
work with gay
eaten.
guys from the 80s? Like, why? This jab turkey was all over
That's
there.
more 70s. That's not.
Yeah.
The point
You work
is,
with Black Dynamite?
Yeah,
Like,
I think I might just speaking in gay black ubonics.
Yeah,
I think
euphemisms.
that's gonna get me famous if I just be like she ate like
Yeah,
Oh, $1. So
maybe.
yeah. Yes, queen.
Ask,
like
ask
if I
your
just start
friends at
talking like a
work.
drag queen.
Ask
Yeah,
your
I
friends at
should.
work.
They would hate it, and I
Would
know
they?
it's not me. It's not me. That's why.
Can I ask you though? Like, can you test material on people at work?
I
Like secretly?
don't-
Like
I
covertly?
I sometimes fuck with people, yeah, but I don't like
Do you
to
do that,
a lot.
Hunter? Do you like covertly test out material on people that they don't know that you're testing it on them?
Yeah, all the time. I'll just like try shit, and if it lands, I'm like, okay.
How do you think it ended with his last girlfriend? You know?
Yeah, obviously I bombed. So
Now HR's involved.
no, I don't tell any of those jokes on stage. Legally, I can't tell any of these jokes.
But then maybe you guys have touched a little bit on that. What makes a bad? Because friendship, like like being with somebody, they're really relationships, right? So maybe what makes a bad relationship? We'll start with Hunter, because Harrison's ready to jump on the gun.
A bad relationship.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. What makes a bad relationship?
Bad friendship relationship.
No, a relationship.
Just in general?
whether
I'll answer
friendship
both.
or romantic.
Answer both. I think a bad relationship is someone that is trying to kind of just control everything. Like they don't understand that like you also have a life and you also have a family and you also have friends. Like you also need to do things. Like it can't be all about you. Like it's all the things that happen. And if you can't get your way, you can't like run. Like you can't just like break away and be like, well, now we can't be together because I'm not getting my way. It's like, well, like I haven't got my way plenty of times and you don't see me. Like, you know what I mean? So I think also like not putting. And it's hard to say this because as someone who is like trying to build a career in like comedy and podcasting, it's very, very hard to not put those things above someone else, but you're also being like, but I want you to be a part of it. So it's kind of like you're together. But so yeah, bad relationship, like stuff like that. They put their job before you. They put other stuff kind of before you, which again, it's hard not to. And like when you're close with your family, you're close with other people. Obviously people that cheat, that's horrible. So don't do that. I think people, even if you're in relationships for a while, your other person can make you uncomfortable with some things. So that's not good. Horrible communication is also a bad relationship, and that can be with friendships too, because communication kills more than anything. So I'd say stuff like that for a bad relationship. Oh, and secretive, like in the communication, like lying and secretive and like, hiding things. Behind your back. And then friendship wise, I would say a bad friend is someone that just kind of like leads you astray. Like instead of being like, you shouldn't have done that. Like when you change that girl, you should be like, oh dude, we going tomorrow night. Probably. Did you get her number? Cause we could probably hang out with her like that. And it's also like, just like kind of like being the bad guy to like lead you astray. Like not like, the goofy 90s where they were like, try these drugs, like nothing like that. But like, just, like making you make bad decisions and like forcing you to like do things you don't want to do. Like put you in positions you shouldn't be in.
Somebody that you're not, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and that's for both a relationship and friendship. If they're making you someone you're not, that's probably not good, no matter how badly you try to make it work.
I agree, but I think, also friends need to help you push your boundaries, you know what I mean? And help you
to an
be
extent,
introduced to things that you maybe wouldn't have participated in otherwise.
Yeah, like if you're a homebody and then your friend's like, let's go out, like, and you need to go out. You know, like, that's important. Different. But if your friend's like, let's do cocaine all night, then it's like, maybe, but no.
Maybe. Hard maybe. How?
I have a job.
Maybe that's the contingency is you're going to go out, but you're going to do cocaine all night.
Yeah, like tonight. I'm not going to
It's early still.
Yeah, it's way early. It's like 3 p.m.
Saturday night, baby.
Saturday night. All right.
And then Harrison, what makes a bad relationship, friendship or otherwise?
So he touched on communication, and I think communication is what made my relationship with Caitlin so successful. Because I tell her where I'm going. And this is very weird, and I don't want this to sound, and fuck it, I don't give a fuck if it sounds sexist, because it's not. I openly have to you just scream across the house, hey babe, I'm doing so-and-so's show at 4:30. It's like, all right, great. And I would tell her 2 days or 3 days in advance. And then I'm showering or I'm getting ready to do something. It's like, you have that show at 4:30. And it's like, yeah, I know. And that's just our entire relationship.
I don't know if you sound excited about that.
So far, you
I am excited. I'm not offended. I don't dread coming here.
No. Excited about having to tell your girlfriend everything you're fucking doing.
Yeah. So far, you've rubbed in being in a loving relationship and also getting booked for shows.
Exactly. You're
you know what makes a bad friend?
Dude,
I got a new thing. You know what makes a bad friend? Rubbing in your face they're in love and they get paid to do shows. Yeah.
Bro,
keep going.
The shows that we both want to be on, we're not booked on.
Yeah,
so quit acting like I'm in this secret club that you're not a part of.
The implication here is you didn't want to be booked on this show. How fucking
What shows do you want to be
you?
booked on?
Yeah.
I don't. Not
wow, Harrison. I love this show, by the way.
You do.
Yeah, this show.
I love
yes.
mainly Girls
This show
Studios.
Please come back soon.
Point the camera to me.
Anytime.
Point the camera to me.
Yeah, got you.
Mainly girly is for the people.
Yeah, this is true. We should put that on a
That's what he
shirt.
said earlier. Earlier, he was like, are we doing this fucking shit again? And I'm like, this is amazing. This is the best.
No, we have a lot of fun, and I think I heard it and said in another podcast where in 2023, we talk about a lot deeper shit and I feel like we become much closer friends because we talk about stuff that if we're doing a set or whatever, we're just going to have 5 minutes conversation here or we're out drinking something. We're really talking about stuff that is important to us. It's important to you. We want to get to know you better. What's important to you,
Word.
We challenge you, I'm sure you weren't ready to talk about your
you
friendship
pried
breakup
open,
or your breakup yourself.
Yeah.
But we hope, though, I hope that you got something out of this conversation because we like you.
Yeah.
We
I don't
think
like to
that you're a
hold
wonderful
grudges
person.
either.
Yeah, and maybe also, there's all different ways to look at different things, and maybe a conversation needs to be had, right?
Yeah. What's
All
that
right,
crackling sound? I was the fan.
So we can wrap up with. And by the way, you're welcome to hang out, but I want to ensure I have enough time to reset the cameras because we have yet another podcast coming at 6. Get Urachi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
feel
You
free
guys
to
are
hang. It'll
absolutely
be
welcome
fun.
to hang.
I would, but I have to go home and do my podcast, so don't tell my mom podcast.
So
We've noticed Manly Girlie hasn't been on the Don't Tell My Mom podcast.
I know, right? Like,
So in my
no
defense, I only
potluck,
have
no
two microphones.
podcast,
so I'm
no-
trying to find a third microphone set up so I can have you guys
Would
on.
you like me to come and you can all I could
I would love for you
donate
to come.
my
What a
equipment?
friendly
And then you can
gesture.
come over, too. Yeah, look, we're all friends here. So yeah, bring your
I
setup.
have to hold his hand through everything.
Yeah, we'll set up.
And then he's gonna be pissed at you when you don't pay him.
It's like,
Yeah.
dude,
Is
why
it-
I'm not
didn't
paying
you
him,
pay
motherfucker.
me, dude?
But
We do it
is
next week.
the
Next
You
week.
hand
gave
that
me
he's
late to
holding-
imaginated events.
All right,
Is
well,
the hand that he's holding attached to his cock, though? Or
no.
is it like a Dutch rudder sort of
No.
the
situation?
microphone just hangs from my taint. You gotta. Hey, thanks for having us on. No, we're going next week. You guys come next week.
Yeah,
For the Don't Tell My
We'd
Mom
love to.
podcast.
Nice. But so let's wrap up with one. If you each could give me one sentiment on what makes, if you had to give any advice to the people watching, and we'll start with you, Harrison. What makes for a good relationship, friendship, or otherwise?
Oh, what makes for a good relationship, friendship, or otherwise?
Or how should people approach a relationship, friendship, or otherwise, if they want it to go well?
Speaking from the heart and not speaking with vehemence, but not hate. I think not being consumed by your inner monologue or your inner conscience, just having it there. Because I think most people have an inner monologue and inner conscious. I think that's what makes for a advanced human being.
Okay.
But I think communication is huge. I know that's very hack, but like able to talk to people. Also eye contact, because it's more
Contact's
important.
great, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's very important.
So you guys gonna...
He looks so
Is this gonna happen or what?
Nah, dude, he looks like a Gerber baby, bro.
A Gerber baby. I was like
Yeah, you look like
guy
a white
that-
trash Gerber baby, dude.
I was like fucking someone from Mad Max. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
He definitely.
How about you,
y'all
Hunter?
shining?
Thank you, Harrison.
I like
Excuse
Chrome
me.
Soda
And
Holla.
I keep calling you Hunter, but do you go by Luke or do you go by Hunter?
I go by Hunter. It's fine.
Okay.
You can call me whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Call me
Hunter.
tomorrow
It's
if you
too
want.
late. We're not gonna bleep
corn
this.
pop.
That's too much work.
Fuck. Call me Hunter. It's fine. What was the question?
What if you had to give a message to people watching? How should they approach a friendship or relationship if they want it to go well?
I don't think it's hack. I think communication is very important, whether friendship or with a relationship. I think also, at least relationship wise, you need to be more aware of your other person's like love languages and stuff, which can be very hard for some people. Like I'm a very big physical touch person. So,
Oh,
very physical touch person. I like words of affirmation.
God, dude.
What? You're interrupting me. I don't like people interrupt. That's a bad friend.
Dude.
Bad friend.
I know, dude. I just felt like it was a Harvey Weinstein motel room. Like,
Oh my goodness.
Wait till the
'Cause you were
cameras are
gonna
off.
sit and-
So that's very important. Express your. I think for a relationship, I think this too, and I don't want this to sound bad, but I think if you're like an actual relationship, I think it's very like. I do think the physicality of it is very important, like the sexuality and stuff like that, because it's hard to, for me at least, it's hard to be like, yeah, this person we're dating, but we haven't like kissed, or we don't hold hands in public, or we don't like do this, we don't do that.
I see your
100%.
stuff like that.
I'm
yeah.
100% with
Yeah,
you.
I think there's like, because it's also like, well, there comes a time where it's like,
She won't let me lick her asshole yet. You know?
Exactly,
Like,
that
yeah.
it's also like,
romantic.
then you start getting to the point where you're like, is it me? Like, why do you not want to do these things with me? Or like, why are we not, my thing is quality time. Why don't you want to spend quality time with me? Why don't you want to do this? So it's very important.
To basically roll, as Patrice O'Neill would say, roll those drawers down, you know?
Yeah. Let me fuck you whenever I want. That's pretty solid. It's pretty good dating
Whenever
advice.
is very abstract and it's very
Whenever. It's usually once a month.
You should have been in the last podcast where they were saying, no doesn't always mean no. It was
Yeah, I was just,
like,
by the way,
That
you were
That is
watching
Riz.
for a while.
Do you know
that
what
was
Riz
some
is?
wild shit that was being said.
That was some wild shit.
Dyson
right?
sounds like the bad guy from Mad Max that has all those mothers that like just breastfeed all of his babies. Like, I love Dyson, by the way. I just wanted to say
He's
that.
very funny.
Dyson's great. This is why. Okay, so I don't want to make crossover episodes or whatever.
That's okay.
Too
We hope
late.
people are watching all the episodes.
But
yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to be in a open relationship or easy to be in a polyamorous relationship when you're an attractive person, because then you can go out and get other people and you can kind of stimulate your mind to the point where you're like, well, I have this person, but I get to go out and have sex with this person. When you're ugly, it's not as easy. Yeah. And also my jealousy would never allow that to happen. So if I was ever with someone,
you'd get outfucked constantly.
I would.
I don't think Dyson's ever been outfucked in his life.
I couldn't be like, yeah, I don't mind if you go out and get a bigger dick. Like you could go out to a fucking middle school and you find a bigger dick. Like I'm not like, I'm not a polyamorous person. I'm very jealous. I'm a very like possessive person. So if you're mine, you're mine, you know.
Do you think you should work on your physical appearance?
No, I'm sexy as fuck.
Is that a dig at him or like?
No, I'm serious, dude.
You think you should stop being a fat
He's
fuck?
a real friend. He's holding him to a standard.
asking-
He's not. He's calling me
Standard,
fat.
yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
He's trying to make you better.
He's not
Also-
being a friend. He's being a family member. He's calling me fat.
Also, to make a good relationship, the important subject, someone's best subject is themselves. So you kind of have to like sacrifice and ask questions about them more. But I think there's a balance, and I think I tipped that balance with my friendship, where I went and I let them take too much advantage of me. You know that expression, when you take an arm, they take a whole, like when you give them a hand. When you give them a hand, they take the whole arm.
Yeah.
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 And that's what happened to me.
You gotta be excited about your other person too. Like, even if it's like, I don't interrupt you, I'm sorry. But like, even if someone's like doing something small, you gotta be like excited for them. You gotta show excitement in your other person. You gotta show support.
Enthusiasm.
For them too.
Yeah.
You gotta support it. You can't be in a relationship with someone and they don't support you, because that's just like.
I think you should tell him though.
Okay.
Okay.
We won't have sex.
Call him right now on the podcast.
You guys could have sex and it'd be okay too.
My phone's off. It'll take long to get it up.
That would be sick if you did in the right vote.
Andie, how about you? What message would you have to people on how they should approach a friendship or relationship if they want to go well?
Absolutely, communication is the most important thing, probably. I think that treating your friends with respect for their lives and for their opinions is really important, and challenging them to be better versions of themselves. And when they're taking those risks, encouraging them to be, whatever, even if you don't understand, you know what I mean? Because I think that that's what happens a lot of times when we have friends that we've had maybe for a really long period of time, that they don't maybe understand necessarily what you're doing at this phase and time in your life, because with friends, you're not always necessarily growing together, but you have to maintain that closeness based on shared interests, and those kinds of things. But, it just takes a lot of work.
I think you said something. Now I completely forget it. My memory is to shit. But
listening's a good thing for friendship too.
Yeah, listening is
listening
really
and paying
good.
attention.
I was about to add on to that part. I like.
This is internal monologue. Were you not fucking talking about this just now? That you should not let your internal monologue run amok?
His internal monologue's like, these lights are so bright.
He's like, these fucking goys don't know what they're talking about.
Did I count all that change in my cup holder?
Which we discovered the other day, I think is actually a little bit,
It feels like the N-word when you call him.
Yeah, exactly.
That is. Yeah, don't say
What's
that.
up with that?
Harrison, racist as hell.
Can you just re-record? I'll like remember what she said. I'll re-listen to the podcast. Be like, fuck. Now I remember what I wanted to say.
You can call me later and tell me.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I'll be like, I've called.
You know what? Call her dad, ask for the truck, and then
Exactly.
My dad has the
it.
truck. So this is a whole.
My
like,
dad
this
will
is a,
not loan you the truck.
I know this
by
is
the
a
way.
whole like
who
who's
the
on
fuck
first
is
situation.
Harrison? Like, he just needs a
He
truck right
wouldn't
now.
he wouldn't loan you the truck if he knew you.
Really, dang, that sucks.
My daddy don't loan out the truck.
Why not?
Why not? Because
You're
he's
a
stingy.
Jew. You might
You
sell
don't
it.
speak for him.
I speak
Have
for
him
everyone.
I
come
mean,
in
you could
here.
ask him if you want.
Do it. Call him on the podcast right
I
now.
don't need the truck. Though.
We should call my dad. My dad's a very interesting man.
Yeah, put him on the mic.
Is he still rizzing it up? Is he still playing the game?
What do you mean?
Is he trying to run around try to find young ladies?
Oh yeah. Oh, did I
Oh.
tell you about all that? My dad's a ladies' man.
Is your dad fucking sluts?
My mama was the fucking slut he fucked, I guess.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
She was his
Jesus.
19-year-old
I didn't say anything.
secretary. He
This
was
is
He
Don
definitely
Draper
offered her a
type shit.
cigarette.
he was
He definitely offered
39
her a
and he
cigarette.
was like, "Hey, do you want to be my secretary? Hey, do you want to move in?" He was like one day I was watching the TV show Mad Men, and
Yeah.
he came in and he was like watching. I was telling him, I'm watching Mad Men, and he watched it for a second. Then he goes, it was just like that. And I was like, ugh, gross. So yeah, if
Does your mom smoke?
Huh?
Does your mom smoke?
My mom did smoke at the time.
Hey,
She's got 6 kids too.
I think love is
Shit,
very
but-
easy as in our society. I think it can be. And I think a lot of guys like Tate, Peterson, a lot of like guys who try to evaluate love and romance. Who else?
That's the guys that rule.
They
Don't. I'm just joking.
Yeah,
They're
the guy that rule. I'm not
Liver
saying.
King,
I'm
they're
not
fucking
saying I'm
knobs.
fucking.
Yeah, they're all douches.
I'm not super red pilled really, but I'm not like I am. Look, I want people to be more intimate with each other.
Fair.
Harrison wants
That sounds like something Dyson would say. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
and
like
Dyson
I
would
want
intimate
it.
you.
I want it not with like other people involved, just with one. Okay, so I'm very monogamous.
yeah.
I'm
You
very.
wanna see people jerk
I
off,
am
yeah.
fucking
But
traditionalist.
you're pro intimacy.
I am
You're
pro
looking
intimacy.
For that intimacy.
Listen,
I am like pro marriage, pro family, all that shit.
I
but-
can tell you by one thing
Yeah.
that why monogamy is the only thing that will work for Harrison.
Yeah.
Because unless he's planning to have 2 fucking jobs, he only has one girlfriend to tell him to
Yeah.
quit his fucking
Yeah,
job.
exactly.
Imagine if they were
Yeah.
all telling you to quit your different jobs.
The
Or one tells you to quit, the other one tells you to keep it.
Oh.
Sophie's choice. What do you do?
Yeah.
yeah, I can't imagine being
a
Mormon.
real-
It's a real
I
Sophie's
It's a
can't
choice.
real-
imagine being Mormon. It'd be like, babe, quit this job. Now do this job.
That's what I'm saying.
Now do this.
Women
Well,
are
so if you're
stressful.
Mormon, can't you just have your wives work for you?
Oh my God, that's what the Orthodox do. Actually, the Orthodox Jews, yeah, they have the woman go work and.
That would be sick if you got those little curls. Dude, I got to start real quick. really quick Jewish
Such
story.
a
I'm sorry.
fucking asshole,
So I went
dude.
to with my ex went to Connecticut for a wedding, and then we were in New York.
Yeah.
New York, there's a ton of like Jews. Like,
Yeah.
almost too many.
They're
And-
manufacturing them almost.
Almost a little too many. I literally lived the Nazi's nightmare. I go into this public restroom, completely empty, do my thing. All these young Jewish boys walk in. Like,
But the payas and everything.
they have the little
Yarmulke?
hats, the yarmulke. They have the fucking curls.
Payas? Yeah,
Ooh.
payas. That's what it's called.
There's like a plethora of Jewish boys.
Plethora.
It was like being in an attic in the 40s. Like it was crazy how many Jews were in there. And so yeah, that was my
They running around screaming and
So
shit.
you just.
they were.
I'm sorry. The end of your story is I saw some Jews.
Yeah, I saw a lot of them. Like I've never.
You're like, you don't understand.
like,
There
oh my
were like
wallet.
so
There was-
many Jews.
Like it was almost like I get it. Like there's a lot. Like I don't.
Hunter, this
you
is
know.
a bad story, man.
I didn't say it was a good story. I said it was my Jew story. I just said I saw a lot of Jews. I knew they were coming because a lot of chains were whipping around. in
What
my
is your
pocket. It was
biggest
like
fear?
Horse spurs.
What is your biggest fear?
Going bald or that bathroom full of Jews.
It was a bad.
It was just weird seeing kids with like fucking buzz haircuts and that shit rolling down to their tits.
rolling down to their tits.
Rolling down to it's just weird, man. It's just awkward. What
How
up?
you doing?
Get at you.
What up?
Doing, buddy?
Yeah.
I want. Yeah, that was my. You can probably cut that Jew story out, actually.
Yeah. No, it's the.
Right out there.
That was just kind of for you
Dude,
guys.
he has
I just
a very
wanted to,
irrational.
Are
He has
you
a
mad? Are
rational
you
fear of
upset
small
because I
Jewish
told you it was a
children.
bad story?
No, I think to me
Because
it's
you
a-
realize now
Do you
that it
think-
was a
Do you
bad
think they were like
story.
children of the corn or something?
It was it was children of the flat white bread. It was
The unleavened bread,
it
one
was
might call
yeah,
it.
it was children of the yeast. It was
Children of the
It
matzah.
wasn't. It's not even a bad story.
Children of
It's a story that just happened. Like it just happened.
I know, it wasn't
I was
interesting.
surrounded by Jews. I'm just saying.
Okay. I have a similar story, and I've mentioned it on this podcast.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
hear it.
When I got a bunch of shingles from Lowe's for my job, and like all of the Hispanic day laborers came to my Honda Accord. Oh, he's fucking
Like a
dying.
moth to a
He's
flame.
fucking- dude, it was like my car was the Capitol. And the insurrection was in my trunk.
Yeah.
Like they were ready, like necesitos ayuda, and I was like, no trabajo, no gracias. And then I said in English as I'm lifting all them up into my trunk, I got this, and all they like went one by one. I felt like
You mean one by
disappointed.
one?
One by one, yeah. Like they
Like-
saw, they
like
saw
Their,
me
their name was Juan, and they wanted
Yeah, one by
One
one.
by one.
one by one. They left.
No, it wasn't a bad. I was not scared. Now I gotta like preface it. Like I wasn't. It wasn't bad. I wasn't like, oh fuck. I was
Just take
like,
the L,
Jewish kid?
man.
I
Just
was
take
like,
the
wow,
L.
there's a lot of Jewish kids in this one bathroom I'm in. I'm glad I didn't wear my fucking.
And that Jewish kid became the prime minister of Israel. No.
Yeah,
Look what you did. You made him worse.
I know.
Well, thank you both
Thank you
for
guys.
coming on Casa
Thank
the
you for
Thinking.
having
I
me,
know
man.
it's
Thank
always
you
the
for
Melly
being
here.
Girly
Thank you.
Studios. quick, where can they find you, Hunter?
They can find me on Wake County Mugshots.
I follow that Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Waffle
you'll-
House dumpster.
You'll see me on there. People of Walmart. No, Hunter Edwards Comedy on Instagram. Trying to blow that up. And then my podcast, Don't Tell My Mom podcast, and our Patreon. Please subscribe so I can quit my job.
Which you'll see Manly Girly on there soon.
You will.
Middle
You will.
class monetize. Ooh, ooh.
And how about you, Harrison?
You can find me on
In a bathroom in New York,
bathroom in
apparently. There's a lot in there.
You can find me in the Grand Central bathroom. No, you can find me on patreon.com/JewAnon. You can also find JewAnon on all platforms, Apple, Spotify, all that jazz. It's back up, baby. And you can follow me on Instagram at Cancel Harrison Friedman.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you for having me on,
You keep
guys.
hanging out
Thank
with
you
me.
very
might
much.
get
Thanks for being
canceled.
here.
Thank you for
It's a marketing plot.
Thank you for Manly Girly. This has been Casa the Thinking.
It has been.
See ya. Nice. That was awesome.